He's the one drinking beer. I'm drinking water.
2 touchdowns a game?
Yes, in the game.
You're tripping.
How you high? No,
Greatest fucking Super Bowl time.
I don't know what we're doing in that front office, man.
Twiddling our fucking dick.
Ryan, I just need you to drink this.
Wide receiver trivia. That's what she said.
Her.
Fuck.
Her upset.
Are those crutches? You can see Ryan's crutches in the
What is going on, folks? Welcome back to your favorite show on the internet. This is After Further Review, episode 293. I am your co-host, Jalen Brown.
And I'm the one you love to hate because I'm always right. Dennis.
I'm your other great co-host, Nestor.
I'm your other co-host, Jim Busby.
Oh my god.
And I am the frequent, but always happy to be here guest, Frankly O.
And like Lazarus, I'm back from the dead, or in this case, I'm back from Vegas, sober for a change, and plump full of cash. And USA just scored. That's because Bosnia's shit. It's G-Money.
I'd like to think that
Best
we just scored
info.
because we just went live. That's my rationale.
That's all.
Thank you all for joining us this week. Excuse any lag there may be. I know that the connection is not the greatest, but Frank is here. The whole gang is here. USA is playing. We're up. We're going to have a good time tonight. So, folks at home, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Make sure you are following Frank on TikTok. His new TikTok. It's linked down in the description below. Make sure you're following June on TikTok. It's linked down in the description below. And most importantly, make sure you take a cheers with us to start off the first half of the show.
Absolutely.
Let's take a cheers for me finally getting back to Texas.
Dude, you've been in Texas for a while now.
I'm home now. Shot tequila.
There you go. There you go.
It's like June on the tequila?
The good stuff.
Yeah, boy.
Boy,
You know,
we're in
I've
for
been
a
Texas
treat
long-
tonight. All right, let's get to. We've got it, folks. There has been so much that has happened in this last week, especially as it pertains to the NBA, that I've had to change this rundown several times. But we're going to start off with. This was not on the rundown, gentlemen, but today's biggest chunk of news that came out of the NBA, and that is, of course. Why do they do us like this? The Boston Celtics trading away Jaylen Brown to the Philadelphia 76ers for Paul George, 2 first-round picks, and 2 second-round picks as well. Why? Why is this happening? Good God.
Hey, but but here's the positive thing. You guys took Mitchell, what's his name?
Mitchell
June,
Robinson.
I'm supposed to be
Mitchell
happy about
Robinson.
that we lost Jaylen Brown and gained Mitchell Robinson and Paul George. I'm supposed to be happy about that.
But you took him away from the Knicks. My point is you took him away from the Knicks. That's the point. He was one of the main defensive guys in the
But
league.
they traded Jaylen Brown to the
Trying to
76ers.
give you a
It
second
just made the 76ers so much damn better, man.
Yeah.
if Embiid is healthy in the playoffs and you have scores like Brown and Maxey, like
And Edgecombe.
man,
And Edgecombe, yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, doesn't look good.
Paul George played in 41 games last year.
Mhm.
41.
Yeah.
He's one of the 5 NBA players that I just I never wanted to see him on my favorite team's roster. I don't want to root for the guy. I was just really, Jalen. I mean, I texted you right away. You saw it. I was just really disheartened by it, just because I think you needed to run it back with Tatum and Brown, with Tatum for the full season, with the people we already had gotten while Tatum was hurt. Run it back one more year. See what happens. You just won the title 2 years ago, and Tatum's coming off of a torn Achilles. Like, he played like 13 games in a regular season.
Yep.
So I don't know. It was Paul George. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, George Paul is one of my least favorite NBA players. One of my least favorite professional athletes. Period. There's not a lot of guys in the NBA that I like genuinely don't like. But I don't like him as a player, and I also don't like him as a person. If y'all know about George Paul, then you probably know where I'm coming from. I just want nothing to do with him. The man's always hurt. When he is healthy, he's fine, but he's also as inconsistent as they come. I mean, he is feast or famine, the definition of it. I'm just like, why? This is what happens when we painted ourselves into this corner of we had to move Brown. Because when we were shopping him as publicly as we were these past several weeks, I mean, really these past couple of years, we had to do something with him. And I'm assuming Philly was the only one to make an offer that sort of made sense. I'm sure Brad Stevens was happier about the draft picks than he was actually getting George Paul. So Brad Stevens, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean,
Did y'all just?
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, when you look at it right, so if you look at the last 21 games that Boy George played, and to include the playoffs, he was a lot better. He looked good. I mean, and he looked really good against Boston in the playoff. Maybe Stevenson was looking at that. I don't know. Maybe he was listening to some Kama Chameleon. I don't know. I mean, if he was up here, I would say he was smoking some damn good ganja, but, you know, I think it's still not quite legal in Massachusetts. But I don't see how that's any way a win for the only plus is that you've only got Paul George for 2 years on a max deal, where you had Brown for 3 years on a max deal. So maybe when he breaks his ankle going to the restroom during game 5 or 6 of the season, you don't have to use him, you use other players. You can think, okay, well, you know, I've only got a year and a half. And maybe, just maybe, if he really kind of balls out for you guys, it'll work out, or you can trade him. I mean, shit, trade him.
I've yet to hear anyone make a compelling argument. Nestor, Frank, anybody?
I honestly think with this trade, the Sixers just made a play to be, you know, top 1 or 2 in the East. Especially if you can get Embiid to, you know, play a majority of the year. Him, you know, just getting lobs from Jaylen Brown. It's like, that's absolutely absurd. And then you have Maxey, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't want to hear anybody try to sell me on, oh, well, they got 2, you know, first rounds and 2 seconds. Like, again, we just made the Sixers better by trading. Like,
yeah.
We're not,
and they just beat us.
Those are not going to be lottery picks.
And you didn't get the best pick from the Sixers. You should have got that 2033 first round pick. That's what you should have got, but you didn't. You got 2 other picks. You didn't get the pick that really would mean something. They've Boston, unless Paul George turns into Paul George of, God, 10 years ago? I mean, and just lights everything up. Yeah, Indiana Paul George. Then, no, it's not a win. And it's not even as though you're getting some salary cap relief, because you're not even getting that. And no, it's not a good deal. And if you tell me you couldn't have gotten a better deal somewhere else without trading within your own division, I can't buy that. I cannot buy that you couldn't move him to another team and even if you've gotten something similar.
Yeah.
Trade him out west. I mean, trade him for fucking Aaron Gordon and a couple of first-round picks.
Go ahead, Nestor.
Biggest memories. Sorry, Nestor.
It feels like some sort of Trojan horse situation. They're just completely bombing the shit out of the Celtics. Like, here's a gift, and it's a bomb. That's the situation. Paul George is really one of the worst, most overrated, inconsistent players I've seen. Like, besides that, like, no hate for the guy or the player, but like, really, how inconsistent. I'm glad he's been inconsistent, because I'm pretty sure that he got the championship plenty of times because of that. But it just seems like it's trying to implode the Celtics from within. I have who approved this? Who actually said this is a good idea?
Jaylen Brown.
Brad Stevens.
I mean, at this point, Jalen, the two biggest memories I can think of Paul George. One, when he broke his ankle, the nasty thing when he broke his ankle. That was a big moment. And when Dame Lillard hit that three over him to send the Thunder home in playoffs. That's the two biggest moments I remember with Paul George.
I'm going to tell you this now. If he doesn't break his ankle that year, Indiana wins the championship. That was the best. That was the best. They were the best team in the NBA.
His biggest achievement.
Do you not remember that team was? Do you not remember how great that team was?
Again, why are we throwing around the word great? We're being a little...
That team was so good. That Indiana team was
good,
so good.
Yes. Maybe even really good, yes. And they did give the Heat a run for their money. But again, we have to go all the way back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
When LeBron James was on the Heat.
That's how far. Do you realize
about Paul George?
That Indiana team had Danny Granger and Roy Hibbert on them. Like, Jesus. Those two guys haven't touched a basketball.
We gave up a top 5 player in the MVP vote. 2 weekends.
Well, the thing I saw with this trade was, you look at last year we had the Knicks. This year we had the Knicks after 50-something years win. 52 years, and now we may have Philly. Philly is going to win it after 45
please,
years.
no. My heart, my mind, my soul could not stand that. No. New York was already death's door.
You can't let the Sixers win it. You can't let Philly fans have an NBA champ.
No, God, no.
We just let anybody win now.
The only, I could tolerate a Phillies World Series from them. I don't think they'd go that wild if they won baseball. Mm-hmm. If you gave them a Flyers or if you gave them 76ers, Jesus.
You think the football team, you think those people was eating horse
You would
shit
have so
when
many
the football
drunk-ass
team being,
people going
God.
getting tattoos, trust the process. It would be unbearable.
Shout out to Brooklyn Bridge in the chat, holding it down. Shout out to Ryan in the chat, holding it down as well. Thank y'all for always coming through. Let's move on to some other news, which was yesterday. The Clippers did actually move Kawhi Leonard in the most ironic fashion. He said he either was fine with going to Toronto again or San Antonio again. and Toronto made the most sense. I mean, to be honest, once it was boiled down to those two options, there was really only one clear option. So BI is now a Clipper, along with, I'm not going to lie, Grady Dick. I have no idea who that is. And they also got several draft picks. So
he's just a bunch of dick swap jokes.
That's exactly where I was going with that.
So Kawhi back in Toronto. They hopped in the time machine.
I mean, Toronto was a pretty decent team this year, and bring Kawhi back. If he stays healthy, it may up their position in the playoffs. They may not be a play-in team. They may actually be a team that can get to that. They were the 5th team or whatever.
Yeah.
They may go up to the 3rd spot if Kawhi stays healthy and all the pieces gel at the right time. But other than this, I don't see them as a. Do I see them as a threat to win a championship in the East? I don't know about that. I think they're going to be a really good team in the East, but to win a championship, I don't know. It's been so much movement now in the East that, I still think the Knicks, Boston, now Philly, and maybe even looking at Atlanta, possibly Miami, as teams. So I think Toronto will still be in there, but I don't think they're a contender for the championship.
Hey, again, this isn't 2019. This is like why going to the Raptors gives me about as much, party poppers as, Paul George going to the Celtics. I mean, you guys remember when everyone was so excited when the Clippers got those two? I mean, we weren't. We were like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
The NBA was like, oh my God, Steve Ballmer's about to open up an arena with 10,000 toilets, and now he's got Kawhi and he's got Paul George. They're gonna win a title, and they were the least. They were the team in the bubble that wanted to be there
Mm-hmm.
the least. Remember, like they were a favorite to win it in the bubble, but you
Mm-hmm.
how annoyed they were about they didn't want to be there. And then they've just underperformed every single year after that, those two together. So yeah, I mean, the only thing that's good about Kawhi going to the Raptors is we're gonna hear that press conference more about that. We're gonna get to hear that more. Hopefully, he does the same thing. I need this game to end 2-0, guys, because I win like $80-something.
Monetary wins 3-0.
Frank, what did you think about Kawhi going back to Toronto?
I feel like it kind of happened a couple of years too late. I mean, it would have made more waves if it would have been a lot sooner. Better late than never, and I mean, at least they still have Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett. But again, if Kawhi wanted to go back to Toronto, it should have been should have been right after he won the title.
It was pulled down, son of a bitch.
I agree. I feel like he honestly should have never left that first time around. By the way, I am doing a whole documentary on him that's coming out this weekend, ironically, and just the story of him going back is just the funniest thing ever. But the story itself is great of him going back, but if I'm gonna be completely frank, him and BI right now, not that much of a difference. Like, I feel like BI is just around as good as Kawhi Leonard is right now, especially when you take the injuries into consideration. Because Ingram plays obviously a lot more than Kawhi plays. So I don't know if this makes Toronto that much better. In fact, I would just rather have Ingram because I know he's going to be playing on most nights rather than Kawhi maybe giving me the possibility of 8 to 9 more points a night. I don't know. That's just my thought.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
I agree. I agree with your assessment.
I gotta tell you, boys, when Volgum got that red card, when we were only up 1-0, I was not feeling good about my bet. One and a half for the U.S. to score with only 10 players on the field. That was a blessing.
We don't, but we lose them for the next game. That's the only sad part.
Yeah.
Yeah, against Belgium. That's all.
That sucked.
That does suck.
Because he's our best striker. He's scored 3 of our goals.
But hey, a dub is a dub.
Yep.
It is. Yeah. You move on. And you get to figure out who that other striker is going to be.
Survive in
I mean,
advance.
Pulisic needs to step up.
I think you're going
Survive in
to see.
advance.
I think you're going to see Pulisic be more of a striker than a facilitator like he's been.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Pulisic has really kind of honed it back and has been more of a facilitator to get Ballroom more shots in goal. And I think if you have who was in there when Pulisic was out? Was it I want to say his last name was Franey. If you make him become the facilitator and Pulisic the striker, then you got someone. I mean, I like their chances against Belgium. Belgium didn't play great today. They had to save your ass last 5 minutes of their match. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get some more of that in just a bit here. All right, let's keep the news moving because there is a lot. All right, so the Warriors are now eyeing LeBron James as Draymond Green declined his player option the other day. And the LeBron also declined the Lakers, saying that don't expect me to be back because I ain't going back. Oh, another summer of LeBron watch. I'm gonna start off with Nestor here. Nestor, what are your feelings on LeBron coming back to Miami? Do you feel like that is a genuine possibility?
I thought you were telling me that it just got announced. I was like, shit. I missed it. Because that was like, I was thinking about that. If not the Warriors, then, well, Miami would also make sense. Not sure I like that. We're seeing some of these veteran players go back to, well, not go back to, but go to these teams, right? I mean, we gave him the chip, so. But the only one that made sense to me, just to briefly touch on that, was Kawhi, just because there's already a young, talented squad there, and a little bit of experience and that nostalgia would hurt. But with LeBron, it just feels like it's keeping up with the LeBrons. It's like a reality TV show. You just want it to end. Like, why now? It could work, or it could be a disaster for the Heat, because I want to go forward with a young, talented squad. I don't want to kind of. What is LeBron really going to bring to the team that we so badly need? So I don't really believe, he's got anything to offer. One of the GOATs, but that's it. He should be eyeing his the end of his career back at the Cavs. Maybe, I don't know. Don't do it in Miami, please.
Wow.
I don't know. I think he actually might be a good fit in Miami. I think LeBron James at this stage in his career would be a good fit on any minor contender team that you put him on, because he is going to add value. He's not going to subtract from your team. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up. I think the Golden State Warriors are trying to put a 2016 super team together. I think that's what they're trying to do. especially if they want. The reports are they want Anthony Davis too. They're like let's turn back the clock. And if you're gonna turn the
That's not
clock back too
happening.
much, might as well just go back to Michael Jordan's last three. Put Steve Kerr in a goddamn uniform. Have him go out there some threes with Steph. But I
They're pulling
also
the Clippers.
I also did hear that LeBron James is going. ESPN is going to do a documentary and film everything about LeBron James like they did The Last Dance. And then it's going to be a culmination of his whole career and then his last year in the NBA. So I really do think this is going to be his last year because reports are that he's going to ink a deal with ESPN to do that. It'll just be interesting where he decides to do it.
Cleveland.
Now, I'm going to say something, and I know you're going to disagree with me.
They want him to go to Dallas?
But no, I have a strong suspicion that he's going to end up back in LA. I think he's going to end up back with the Lakers. I think they're going to. Hear me out. I think they're going to sit down and come to an agreement. And I think Rob Pelinka signed all the people he wanted to sign, and he's going to tell LeBron, "You're my missing piece, and we're going to keep Bronny if you stay," because he's.
But they already have to keep him, and I think that's why the Lakers are pissed at him right now. Is that LeBron waited until after the Lakers fully guaranteed Bronny's contract.
Yeah.
Then, like 3 hours later, said, "Yeah, guys, I'm not coming back, but thanks for keeping my son."
Yeah, he may come back to the Lakers, but I don't really see. I don't know what team really makes sense. It depends on what LeBron does. He want to win a championship next year. If his goal is to win a championship, then you don't go back to Cleveland. You're not going to win a championship there. Hell, if you go to Golden State, and the Washington Wizards have already said it's a no-go on trading Anthony Davis. They said that they've been saying that for the past week. So they was in what you see.
Anything they say.
Well, they like the combination they have.
I think that when they traded for Anthony Davis, the GM was drunk texting somebody. I'm convinced of it. It didn't make any sense.
It happened.
I just think they wanted. I think he was part of a package, so I think that's what.
I really like.
I don't see the.
LeBron in Miami to me makes a lot of basketball sense. Like, I think that's exactly what they need. However, future-wise, like roster construction-wise, we all know how the LeBron James effect goes, where it's like he wants his kind of guys. He doesn't want younger guys. And so, like, you're really going all in for like a 1-year championship run, and then the next few years you'd probably be shit out of luck. But if they were going to give one last dance, that would make the most sense to me.
And you know what, Jalen? Those shirts they sell or that slogan they have, heat culture, it might make fucking sense again for the first time in like 15 years. Has it made any sense? LeBron James left. The heat culture. You know, what culture are we talking about?
I mean, if he lands up, I mean, he could definitely go to Golden State. If that's, the reason he opted out was either one or two reasons, right? And June could be right. He could go back to the Lakers. He may opt out and say no, wants to give them the opportunity to get a little better. And they're like, okay, I'm back in now. If it goes to Golden State, they've got to get rid of Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know if he's going to be able to play this year. So, you need to dump that salary. I know they were talking about Jimmy Butler and some draft picks, maybe another player to Washington for AD. And I think Washington was like, yeah, no, we don't want Jimmy Butler. So you got some salary cap issues, but hell, I mean, the ownership there has shown that they do that the luxury tax means absolutely nothing to them. Now, the second apron may mean something, but then again, if ownership, and this is the one thing I don't understand with the trades that we've had, the free agency, because you can't do that without ownership being involved, whether they want to admit to it or not. It's like, what are people thinking when they want to sign an aging star and think that's the missing piece? Oh, by the way, I've got two other aging players, one who's a star also, but they're all aging, they're injury prone, and one is not even probably going to play this year. Do I really think I'm going to win a championship? Because chances are you're not. You have to manage all their minutes if he goes to Golden State. His minutes, Steph's minutes, Draymond Green, and then you got to hope that Draymond Green doesn't get suspended for the usual shit. Going to Miami. Yeah, Miami makes some sense. But how far away from home does he want to be? I mean, Cleveland, June says that he's not going to win a championship with Cleveland. I would question whether he wants to play with James Harden or not. Because we saw James Harden in the playoffs. So it's like, without James Harden, Cleveland might be a place to go back to play one more year. Where would it make the most sense for him to play, but he probably won't, and give him the best opportunity to win a championship? Minnesota.
Interesting.
I think he would lose his mind before they won anything.
You just have to keep hands from freaking babies.
I mean, if you look at the team construction, it would. I mean, if he wanted to win a championship, and the other teams out there, Oklahoma City's not going to touch him. San Antonio not going to go there. Denver has.
What if he takes a lesser deal and goes to a team like New York or Boston or one of these other teams? That would make him that would give him a real serious shot at winning a title. And he's got.
Well, I mean, if he went with the mid-level exception, I don't think New York would take him because Dolan has already said he's not coming anywhere close to an apron. I'm like, well, bitch, you don't cook.
Isn't that funny how it took him 2 weeks after winning a title to make his fans hate him again?
Yeah,
they're like,
actually, it's not funny.
You still are an asshole.
It took him 12 days, and he was like, guys, I'm not going to spend money. It wasn't even to make the roster better. He said, I'm not willing to go into the apron to keep the roster...
Keep the team together.
Yeah. You had fat bitches outside stealing trash cans, and now they want to go throw Dolan into one.
That's why they stole him.
All right, we need to move on. We'll obviously have our eye on LeBron watch, so we'll see what happens ultimately. Okay, next one, Ja Morant to the Trailblazers. This was very strange. Out of all the trades, this one was the most bizarre to me. June, I saw you shaking your head there. What do you think about your boy Ja shipping off to the PNW?
I am really confused about what Portland is doing with this trade.
You don't gotta whisper, June.
It doesn't make them. It doesn't make them better. Am I whispering?
Yeah, this is like pillow talk. This is it's getting sensual.
No, what I'm saying is,
Ja's very special to him.
I don't see Portland better at this point. I think I put in the chat, and I put in there that both of these teams are already on the clock in the lottery. One of them is going to be 7, the other one's going to be 8 in the lottery. I just don't see this as a trade that makes either team better. As a matter of fact, it keeps them exactly the same. Memphis has a little upside because they did have a very good draft. Give them that. They had a good draft, so they have a little bit more upside. But I still think they're going to be in the lottery next year. But Portland, I don't know if they have a strong enough team to keep John Morant under control. That's the problem. I don't think they have a strong enough coach. I don't think they have a strong enough leadership on their team to keep this kid under control. He need to go somewhere where there was strong leadership, and I don't see Portland being that team. And that's a problem I see with why this is going to work.
He should have went to Miami, and that's that. But isn't Portland, correct me if I'm wrong, is it the GM or the owner who's like super cheap?
It's the owner.
It's the owner, but he's super cheap when it comes to the fans and the organization, but not the players. He'll spend money for players, but you're flying economy. He's got this thing that he'll pay for players, not pay for organization. We go to the playoffs, and half the organization, or actually 2/3 of the organization, if you want to go, it's on your dime. I'm not paying. Oh, and by the way, there is no late checkout. You're all packing on the bus at 10:45 a.m., not 10:50, not 10:58, not 10:59, not even 11. You are on the bus before then because, I'm not paying.
Where did he come from before? He came from another minority owner or something.
No, he owns the Hurricanes. The Carolina Hurricanes, he owns them.
Yeah, and he used his saying, he was like, I know how to build winners, which, I mean, they just won the Stanley Cup, but they hadn't before he said it. And because he was like talking about how they didn't bring all of their equipment staff on the road in the playoffs or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, we didn't give out shirts. Like, people are dogging him for not putting shirts out on the things in the playoffs, and he was like, well, we gave them, something else. I don't know. He is a little bit of a cheap ass. But yeah, John Morant, again, why is everything making me feel like we're going back in time? Like, we're all just hopping in the DeLorean and talking about these players that were good 5 years ago, or were relevant years ago. John Morant has since he's like,
since you got
board in a plane,
since he was like freaking trying to shoot at other players on their bus. But here's the thing: whether we all knew that Jay Morant was going to get traded, and the question is why Portland? Because Jay Morant, point guard, Damian Lillard is a point guard. Drew Holiday is a point guard. I mean, are you going to follow like the Timberwolves mantra, 10 years ago? Just get as many point guards as you can because everybody else doesn't matter. I mean, that's the part that makes no sense to me is that you've already got 2 point guards. Damian Lillard is going to be healthy. I mean, I guess you could make Jay Morant your shooting guard and Lillard your point guard. I don't know. And you get rid of your bigs. So.
I think it's even deeper than that because John Morant has obviously not shown that he can play off the ball at all. So you're hoping and praying that he suddenly figures that out in one off season. But they still have Denny there. He does a lot of the ball handling himself, and he doesn't actually play a traditional guard position. They still have Scoot Henderson there. Shaedon Sharpe is still there. Like, their guard room, so to speak, is so jam-packed. I'm assuming that some of these guys will probably get moved before the trade deadline because it doesn't make sense how they're currently set up. It seems like they're just going to try and see, all right, who's the best, 3 of you guys, and we'll go from there because there's kind of no reason to have this much on the ball guys on one roster.
Yeah, it's
It's a waste.
All right.
It's such a waste.
Speaking of ball handling here, LaMelo Ball to Minnesota, also with Josh Green, in exchange for Naz Reid and some draft picks, basically. LaMelo Ball to play alongside Ant-Man is honestly one of the funniest things in the world to me. This is just like a PR nightmare, first of all. But second of all, one of those, I think it will work out pretty well for them. Can they get past that hump, though? I don't think so. I don't think it makes, like, LaMelo Ball has not shown me that he can play anything near championship basketball. But I think him and Ant will get along like two peas in a pod. Like,
That's a bad thing.
it's the same thing of like the two bad kids in class where the teacher's like, all right, you guys got to sit. You can't sit next to each other. You sit over there. You sit over there because you're going to disrupt the entire class. It's going to make for good TV, I will say. They're going to have some great post-game interviews. I'm sure they'll have great chemistry on the court. But LaMelo Ball he's on my list with Podcast P for not my favorite players.
Yeah, I was gonna say I made this joke a little bit before, right after the trade. It's just like I've been calling them Limu, Emu, and Doug.
This is pretty accurate. For the Hornets, though, I think it was great for them to get LaMelo off their roster at his height. Like, all right, let's sell high. To get Naz Reid in return, I think it's great. Like, they have a very well-rounded roster now, and I think they should be a playoff team this year, to be completely honest. I don't know if anybody else has any strong thoughts on this move.
Well,
you know,
just real quick. One of those point guards in Portland could definitely move over to the Hornets now.
No, because didn't they traded? Remember the trade deadline last year when they traded to the Bulls for Kobe White?
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's going to be their starting point guard. He is going to be their starting point guard. So I think it works out fine for Charlotte because, as Jalen said, they get Naz Reid, which they need. They need some height there. I still think it's going to work out fairly well with Minnesota. I mean, name 3 point guards Minnesota's had in the last 6 years. Starting point guards.
Mike Conley. Old Mike Conley.
There you
Uncle
go.
Mike.
Old
Uncle Mike, yeah.
That's it.
I'm super glad he's a Celtic now, by the way.
Yeah, thank God we got him too.
D'Angelo
2K16.
Russell, who's bounced around the league, right? He had him as point guard. This is one of the draft picks that Minnesota made way back when because they were stocking up on point guards. Ricky Rubio.
Oh man,
Yeah,
Who
way
played
back.
for Spain. Yeah, he had him too.
shoot.
So I mean, so it's an improvement on paper for Minnesota. And if LaMelo stays healthy, he's not a bad player. I mean, it's not like you're getting a 35-year-old LaMelo who basically can't do squat, and you've given up a lot for him. He's still young. Put him next to Ant-Man. I think they'll do okay. I don't see this as being a colossal, like a bad trade. Like, and I don't think it was I don't think Minnesota overpaid for him. So unlike some of the other trades we've been talking about where we're just scratching our heads and can't figure out what the hell they were doing, this one kind of makes sense. They needed a point guard. LaMelo was probably the best one out there that was available for trade. So it worked out I think it's going to work out well for both Charlotte and Minnesota.
Yeah, I agree. I think both teams got what they wanted ultimately. All right, last trade here. Speaking of the Hornets, they also sent Miles Bridges over to Phoenix. They also sent a 2029 first-round draft pick and a 27 second-round pick. They get back Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, and a 2033, some kid in 5th grade right now, draft pick as well. So I think that was Frank, I think the Suns, who already made the playoffs this past year, I think it's a great addition for them to add more offense, more consistent offense to the team. Pretty good 3-and-D guy, I would say. But what did you think about this move?
Honestly, Miles Bridges definitely gives us an explosive element at forward we did not have last year.
Mm-hmm.
All respect to, Royce O'Neal and Grayson Allen. They were good in spots, but Miles Bridges brings that consistency game in and game out, whereas both Royce and Grayson Allen were streaky. They were hot some games, cold some games. Miles is a more complete player, and even given, some of the struggles and everything, off the court, I think he's going to come in, keep his head clean, and he's going to do really good for Phoenix.
I agree. I think he's a great add for the Suns. Any more thoughts on this trade?
I just wonder, was he worth giving up a 2033 first-round draft pick? That's all. I just wonder if because, yeah, especially with the way the lottery's changing and all, you're betting on your present and giving away your future.
Yeah, I was going to say, with what we've seen with the ownership do with the Bradley Beal and the Kevin Durant, play, all Matt Ishbia is trying to do right now is win now, and he's marketing on these moves. But I will say, at least we do have one first-round pick from 29 coming back, even though that pick's a little less valuable than 33.
I think it's crazy that we're talking about 2033 first-round picks. The player that's going to get selected, I think, just graduated 8th grade.
Yeah.
If he's American, he's not even in high school yet. And we're like, that's cool. I want
Don't you mean 5th grade? Because that's 7 years away, so that's like 6th grade, right? Not 8th grade.
Well, I'm anticipating them playing 1 or 2 years of college ball, too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they're definitely in middle school. If they're coming from the U.S., they're drinking cartons of milk at lunch.
I mean, that's when Calipari offers.
This is what we're hanging trades on right now. Hey,
My question is, does this keep Devin Booker happy? And if it fails, does he ask for a trade in the next year? Does he
Yes
ask for a
and
trade
yes.
next year?
That's my guess.
First of all, I don't give a shit if Devin Booker's happy or not. What has he done since he went to the finals one time? What is he? What has Devin Booker done to make him like a perennial? Yeah, you have to keep this guy, and he's an NBA star.
Phoenix thinks he's valuable, so there you go. I mean, that's the guy for their team.
Nice to say.
He is the most valuable person on their team. Maybe not for another team, maybe not for the league, but on the Phoenix Suns, he is their guy.
Hey, Luka was the most valuable player on the Mavericks, and they shipped him off. So it don't matter what. Jaylen Brown, I feel, was the most valuable player on the Celtics. We got rid of his ass.
And we traded for Paul.
Oh,
All right. Let's talk some football, if we will. All right. So, U.S. did advance. Germany did not. So, bit of a weird situation here. what a just a wacky past couple of days here. But U.S. slated to play Belgium. Any thoughts on before we hit U.S.? Any thoughts on Germany losing in the sense that they in penalties?
Hilarious.
I was shocked, but Gary wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's
I mean,
he was like, no, I'm not surprised. I was like, all right, wizard.
no. I mean, you could tell when it was getting close to penalty kicks, the Germans didn't want to do that, and they choked. They choked. The pressure. When you're a team that has a lot of expectations put upon it by its fans, and it's a pressure moment, you choke. You just choke. So Germany's heading back to.
It's just wild how you look at the way those first two games went for both squads. Paraguay got their ass beat by the U.S. Germany got embarrassed when they got one goal scored on them. So they said, all right, well, now we're going to go belt the ass. And they end up scoring 7 goals. And then you get to the knockout round, and Paraguay is the one that advances. Like, to me, the World Cup is like NHL hockey. Like, I just can't figure out who the fuck is going to win sometimes. All your heavy teams, and I know we're going to talk about it, but all your best teams in the World Cup right now are so star driven. Their best players scoring a majority of their goals. And we've had some penalty kicks. We've had some wild stuff happen in this World Cup. So it's going to be a crazy round of 16.
Yeah.
Germany needs to, when they get back to Munich, they need to like have a serious conversation, because every big team I feel goes through these cycles, and every World Cup you see it in the group stages. It's like, oh, Costa Rica just beat, I don't know, Italy, and so just beat Panama, just beat England. Like, wow, how did this happen? Like, if you just that's just the sport and the World Cup. If you just, you know, bring down your guard a little bit, you could lose to a DR Congo, or you could lose to, which is insane, but it can happen. And Germany's not that machine that we saw like 10 years ago, where they just trampled over everybody. They were supposed to kind of start coming out of all of that, and like we start seeing these kids grow into those machines, and now Germany's, watch out. But I guess they tricked us. They're still not the Germany we're used to. So it's a little sad to see. I mean,
I saw this wild social media comment from this German posting on Facebook. He said, "We're not going to talk about the 2026 World Cup just like we don't talk about the Holocaust." I was like, "Yeah,
shit."
That's dark. Well, I thought,
yeah.
Both
I
were
knew
viewed as
something was.
to them apparently."
I knew something was wrong with Germany in that second game. Was it the Ivory Coast they played? Remember they struggled, and I had bet that they were going to score 3 goals in that game, and they barely scored 2. And the second goal was in extra time. So I knew something was wrong with Germany after that game. I was like, something is wrong with this team. And then of course they go out and they lose their third match, and then here you go, they lose again, and you're like, okay, yeah, something was definitely wrong. Something went on with this team behind the scenes, because there's no way a team that can go from scoring 7 goals in like a minute's time, because they scored those 7 goals quick. I mean, it was like back to back to back, and you're looking at this machine as Germany. And
To be
then,
fair, their opponent had no business being in the World Cup. That was one of
well,
those. Hey,
neither
we
did the Ivory
expanded
Coast.
the field to 48. No, when they scored them 7 goals, I mean that was like a friendly match to them before the World Cup started. Like
But
that squad had
yeah,
no business being on the field with them.
there's
But yeah, you're
something
right.
wrong
They
with
did
this.
struggle against Ivory Coast.
And so they struggled. So I'm just saying something was wrong with that team. So
As the U.S. goes, with us winning today against Bosnia, what do you guys think? Were you impressed with the win? I mean, obviously, it was still kind of going on as we came on here, so.
I'll tell you what impressed me about it was the way they played after they got the red card. They upped the tempo. They damn near scored 2 goals after that red card. If Pulisic was wildly offsides on that. He was like a full body offsides on that goal.
yeah,
That I couldn't argue with. I liked how they kept their composure because Bosnia was playing. I felt like Bosnia was getting away with a lot, especially in the first. With there was one part where I saw Pulisic get pulled down by his jersey.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, the ref is right there. Pulisic's looking at him, and he's like, "How is that not anything? Like, what are we?" Now they did deal out a couple yellow cards after they gave us a red card. But Bosnia was playing chippy. They were trying to muddy the game up.
yeah.
So I liked the U.S.'s composure in this game. I'm glad I won money. I am worried about going up against Belgium, though, without our best striker. That worries me on Monday night. How are we going to play for a full 90 minutes without our best striker? And I still don't think that red card was necessarily deserved. I didn't see. I mean, if you get a red card for hurting somebody, there should be some intention there, some intentionality. I don't think Brogdon had any idea where his foot was going down. But they did what they did, so we'll see what happens in the round of 16. But I think it's going to be, it was already going to be a tough road against Belgium, but it's going to be much tougher.
Yeah. Even though Belgium did not look good defensively, they were down 2-0 quick, and
They were.
They didn't look good defensively, but they're also one of those teams that's like, hey, we have the talent to play like shit for 85 minutes and then win it. So even if US is up by 1 goal with, after 80 minutes, you're still gonna be clenching in a turd a little bit there. I'm gonna have an 8-inch grip on a 9-inch turd at that point if we're only up by 1 after 80 minutes. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to expect out of that match now. I really liked our matchup against Belgium. Brogdon in the match. But without him there, I do think we have some question marks.
This is going to be that test for them that if, last World Cup, they got eliminated from Netherlands before that. Actually, they didn't go to the World Cup, I think, for Russia.
Well, they did.
But the one for Brazil, they got eliminated from Belgium. By Belgium. Yep. So just that test for them, are we still the same U.S. or kind of, in the middle of the pack, but we're not really top 10? If they can beat Belgium and get into the round of 16 and be competitive, then they got a good case for that.
I'll tell you what's nice to see though about, instead of recent memory, what's nice to see is there's more guys on the U.S. roster that are playing either EPL or, just European leagues, as opposed to in the past where most of our guys were just straight up MLS guys and we were just getting stomped once we got to the top 10, clubs in the world.
Right.
And I do like that it's going to be in Seattle. I do think it's going to be a raucous crowd. In my opinion, it's been the best crowd in the U.S. I think it's going to be a really good setting for them. It's going to be, I think, Sunday and Monday night, I think England and Mexico and then Monday night U.S. and Belgium. I think those are great matches. And I mean, hell, man, we still got who's left to go tomorrow that it's gonna be like. We still got. I mean, shit, we still got.
Portugal, Croatia, yeah.
Argentina, Aussies are still in it. Colombia. I mean, we got some matches that are still going. So we still got a lot of. This is gonna get really good. But before, I know we got to go to break soon, Jalen. But I did want to ask this question to everybody: of like, out of everyone that's played so far, like, who do you think is the strongest team in the country?
France
by far. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Just because Mbappe is right there with the Messis and the Kanes and all them, but France is also scoring goals. I mean, I think they're the only team that scored 3 goals in every game they've played so far. So that's pretty. But Mexico also hasn't given up a goal, have they?
Nope. No, they have like 4 matches. They have a clean sheet all the way through.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
As well. But yeah, I would
set a record for them.
I'll tell you what. If we beat Belgium, shut it down. Shut it down. Because we are going to lose our minds.
I mean, they're already losing their mind. I mean, the fans were outside,
right?
Acting like we just won the damn cup.
I know.
If you thought the New York Knicks who, if we beat Belgium, forget about it.
In the summer, after 4th of July. Oh man.
Damn.
Forget about it.
D-Money, you should get home from work and you immediately go down to that pub.
Oh, please do.
And you damn sure need to go down there Sunday night and watch your England play. That'd be a fun setting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a.
Right now, I'm gonna cook steak on Sunday night. I always cook.
All right.
I mean,
We are going to go to a break. And when we come back, we've got a little bit of comments to read, not anything crazy. And then we are picking matches for the next few days. So sit tight, and we will be back in about 10 minutes. The fact that she missed both of those free throws and Lee just comes down the other end here, says, I'm going to just hit this step back. Off the glass. What a baller, man. It was great. Just great. That is Sonia Citron right there. All of that is Sonia Citron. This is just one of those games, man, where no one was backing down. Kiki had a game. Kiki had a game. So many of them had great games, man. This was just fantastic, fantastic basketball. Like, look at this. We are not losing. She said, take this one with you. She was feeling it yesterday. This time it was the Mystics that had to strike late, and Sonia Citron said, what a pass, man. Kiki is so good. She said, I want my N1 too. Coast to coast. Great defense by Sonia Citron there, but just better offense. She got a pretty good look there too. She did. So by the way, this was the longest game in WNBA history, but this was only the second time there was ever a 4 overtime game in WNBA history, but longest like time wise. Sonia Citron is like easily one of my favorite guards in the WNBA. She just can operate an offense like very few other guards can. She said, all right, come on, let's go win this thing. We did not come all this way at home to lose. Hooper, man. Hooper. Finally. Get those girls an ice bath, man. LaMelo Ball has just been traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hornets gave up Ball and Josh Green in exchange for Naz Reid, a 2033 unprotected first-round draft pick, and 3 second-round picks in 29, 32, and 33. And the teams will swap 3 first-round picks in 28, 29, and 30. I love this move for the Hornets. This now frees them up to sign Kobe White and make him their starting point guard. This also allows Con Knipple to take a step forward and for him to be a bigger part of their offense. Brandon Miller is a stud, and now you have Naz Reid as well. I think the Hornets are going to be great. They were a play-in team last year. With this, I think they are a shoo-in for the playoffs. In fact, I like their roster more than Miami's roster next year, with Giannis there. I'm putting out right now that Charlotte wins more games than Miami. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but that's a very good squad that Charlotte now has. Over in Minnesota, yes, Ant-Man was unhappy and wanted a bona fide star added to the roster, but LaMelo Ball, yes, the Timberwolves will be one of the most entertaining teams to watch. I mean, there's going to be times where they're going to just be a highlight reel team. They locked down Ayo Dosunmu too, so they've got a fantastic backcourt. But LaMelo Ball's play style is not exactly championship basketball. And that's me being nice. I think Charlotte won this trade by far. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. LaMelo Ball, Minnesota Timberwolves. LeBron James has officially told the Los Angeles Lakers, y'all can move on without me. LeBron is literally that guy that like took an extended period off from work. It was like, yeah, I'll be gone for like a week. And then 1 week goes by and 2 weeks goes by. And then you're like, is he coming back at all or what? Little did you know, we already saw his last day at work. Very interesting, but it never seemed like the Lakers really 100% embraced him. And I'm sure he was like, you know what? I don't need to be there no more. Move on with Luka and AR and the new era that you're building over there. He is looking over at Golden State and possibly Miami, but it seems like Golden State. I hope that happens for the culture. If they had the geriatric Avengers in Golden State, priceless. Whether they can get AD or not, or it's Butler, Green, Curry, and James, whatever version of the geriatric Avengers, the AARP Avengers, the Golden Corral Warriors, where two of them sit every other night and they just like rotate until April when the playoffs start. I'm here to watch the whole thing from afar, of course. Where do y'all think LeBron's gonna end up signing with? Crazy. Memphis Grizzlies just traded Ja Morant to the Portland Trailblazers. They gave up Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. So the Blazers aren't really losing much. Jeremy Grant was probably getting paid a bit too much, so I'm sure they were happy just to be able to move off of his contract. This is really going to be a low risk, high reward situation for them. And for Ja, it's a prove it deal. Because now Portland, they have a very crowded backcourt. They've got two veteran guards with Holiday and Lillard already being there. And they still have Scoot Henderson. I'm sure Holiday and Lillard will be great to kind of mentor these two younger guys. But at the end of the day, this is really a competition between Scoot Henderson and Ja Morant, with the Blazers saying, we're going to find our future with one of you two guys. This kind of reminds me in a way of when the Pittsburgh Steelers brought in Russell Wilson and Justin Fields at the same time, because they were able to get them both for little to nothing. Because for both of those guys, it was low risk, high reward. But for the Steelers, that really did not turn out well for them. They're still trying to figure that part out. So hopefully for the Blazers, between all these options, they're able to get a better outcome than that. But Blazers fans, what do you guys think about this trade? Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the second half of your favorite show on the internet, AFR episode 293. How are y'all feeling? Second half should be shorter.
USA, baby. And I'm drinking out of one of my nice little aluminum cups that I got from the Aria.
Souvenir.
Got quite a bit of them, too.
Aria, hit us up. We're easy to get hold of.
Aria. You guys know Gary Ham, Aria. Be nice to him.
Yeah.
But before, I'll talk about it after the show. Let's go.
Okay. Let's take a cheers to a great holiday weekend here in Nestor, going to see Argentina get a dub.
I was about to say, Nestor's drinking water. He's getting ready for the drive tomorrow.
Yep. Exactly.
Amber's probably looking at him like, how effing stupid are you even thinking about this? Oh, she's there. She's right to the left of you, isn't she?
She says she's in support.
Oh, that's a keeper.
That's the real one. I think I just heard Amber say she's going to drive for 90% of the time. I think that's what I was hearing.
Yeah, I think I heard the same thing.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Really? Because
That's a big
I
deal,
thought I heard her
right?
say she'd pay for you to fly down there and back.
Whoa,
Where are
wow.
the tickets?
If anyone, on
Tickets?
the show, if anyone on this show would be a passenger princess, I think it would be Nestor's. I could see it.
Wow.
That's bullshit.
Amber's like, I'm the princess.
It's just quick thing. When I drove to New Orleans, I paid the extra damn $500 so that she could drive. She never drove.
It was not my choice. You told me no.
It's just funny.
Nestor, when I started dating Kendall, she was one of the first things she wanted to talk about was driving. She was like, I love driving. I'm going to drive at least 45% of the time. I was like, all right, I mean, get it. I don't care. Yeah, I drive 99% of the time.
All the time.
She got real happy with the passenger prince. She was like, I get to be in a car and read a book? What?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yes. All right, on to the show.
Let's read some comments here. I put out a poll for who the next little mini documentary is going to be on. And as NFL season is around the corner, I'm like, all right, we're going to start switching gears to some NFL docs here. So I was like, let's come out with a bang and let's do quarterbacks. And so I made the poll between Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson, the three that have not won it yet, but are kind of, considered to be in the same group together. Any guesses on who is winning the poll so far? And it looks like they'll probably be the case.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Gotta be Josh Allen.
It's Josh Allen. There's 155 votes, 41% of people, Josh Allen. Burrow and Lamar tied at 30%.
I mean, you could have put Dak Prescott in that thing because he hasn't won anything either.
I wanted to keep the really good guys in one group.
Yeah.
Could have done a redemption story on Sam Darnold. That would have been...
Sam was gonna get one, but I want to see what happens this year to help with the story.
If Sam Darnold went back-to-back Super Bowls, but I do think Josh Allen would be a good one, especially with him going in to a new stadium. I think that could be a good one.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be Cowboys on the Cardinals there.
Yeah, I don't know why Jacoby put that out there.
The journeyman. All right, let's go on to an actual comment here. LeBron being done with the Lakers. So let me switch gears over here. On YouTube. All right, on YouTube, someone said, I read somewhere, you can't fire me, I quit type energy. Black Nike says, Golden State Warriors. Purcell Brown says, please leave. Tired of that old joker. Out of here. And then he got into a little argument with a few other people calling him ungrateful, shut the hell up. All the Pookie stands came out hiding.
Damn.
Lakers fans are so odd. Like, it seems like they never really loved him. They were just kind of like tolerant.
It's because they love Kobe so much, and they're both in the similar eras. I think that's one of the main reasons. They're like, LeBron's never going to be better than Kobe, and I'm like, he still won you a chip. Like, but Lakers fans are crazy because they're like, Al Gasol is a better Laker than LeBron James. Like, what would be? Someone literally put on social media. I saw this. Derek Fisher won more rings for the Lakers than LeBron James, and I'm like, Derek Fisher won those. It didn't have anything to do with the Diesel and Kobe,
Right.
or Robert Horry hitting shots against the Spurs. Like, it was all Derek Fisher. Derek Fisher is a better Laker than LeBron James.
Derek Fisher was also there for a very long time too.
Yeah. I'm surprised that I don't see people like Nick Van Exel is a better Laker than LeBron James. Like,
Well,
man.
that'd be like somebody saying Big Z's a better Cavs than him.
Exactly.
Hey, in 10 years, a great trivia question in a sports bar is going to be, what team did LeBron James play the longest with? Because no one's going to remember that it's the
That's
Lakers.
a good, yeah.
That's crazy. That's
No one
crazy.
It will
really
not
knows
feel
LeBron.
like it.
In 10 years, everyone's going to get that question wrong in a bar somewhere. They're going to be angry. And they're going to think the person running the trivia thing is an idiot.
I'll ask you guys this. If Kobe had not passed, do you think that they would still treat LeBron the same way?
I will say no, only because I think Kobe probably would have put a stop to that shit and been like, why are you guys not embracing this guy? Because Kobe and LeBron actually did get along. And I think, like, Kobe loved the fact that LeBron went to the Lakers. They got along. So I think Kobe would have, with Kobe's endorsement more, like, I think that they maybe would
I
have.
see. Yeah.
Right.
Otherwise,
It's crazy that those two never played a meaningful game versus one another.
Yeah.
well, we can thank the Orlando Magic for that. We were set up for a Cavs-Lakers finals until Dwight Howard decided to do something.
All right, let's go to the next comments here. Staying on YouTube, this was when Ja Morant got traded to the Blazers. Hold on one moment. Sorry. Okay. Ryan Croak says, if only Ja could stay healthy, man. Well, there was health, there was physical health and mental health. Bossy K says, Blazers fan here. I'm a fan of the trade. We traded him for nothing, and worst case of it doesn't work out. We don't re-sign him and let him walk in 2 years. I can picture a Ja / Drew / Avita / Tumani / Klingon starting lineup with Lillard, Scoot, and the other guys being great second unit off the bench, assuming Lillard is willing to take a lesser role after his Achilles recovery.
That was a whole lot for the Portland trade.
Yes.
Let's not. Portland is not a good place for someone to find a there's a bunch of socialist mental retards in Portland. Like, that's not the place for Ja Morant to get his head straight.
Over on.
That was a hard R too. I said it.
Over on TikTok, Frankie says Drew and C Love could be trade bait. That was the other angle on this whole thing, is that the Blazers could honestly just be using a couple of these dudes to get another deal done. June, Portland and Memphis are both picking in the lottery next year. Chris XO, this is the guy. So in the video, I compared this to when the Steelers got Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. There was, low risk, high reward situation of let's see who works out. That was my comparison.
I think that's disrespect Russell Wilson, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm not saying who is who. I'm just saying they've got 4 point guards. They'll figure it out with one of them. But he says comparing J.A. to Justin Fields and Russell tells me you don't know ball. It's never been about Ja's production on the court. It's always about what he does off the court that gets him in trouble.
What has his production been on the court?
Right.
Well, he hasn't been on the court much, has he? I mean, with injuries and with suspensions.
Such a great point guard these past couple years when he has played. Like, he was really blowing us away the past 2 years.
Your best ability is your availability, isn't that the truth? Like, I don't know. I forgot he was in the league, to be honest with you. Like, when people bring up Ja Morant and Zion Williams, and I'm like, they're still in the league, I'm like, oh shit! Like, did I travel in time? Like, what happened? Like, I missed something. I thought they were out.
It's because they played a combined 20 games.
Yeah.
If you blink, you would miss it.
I need to check right now if Zion's still in the league, to be honest with you. Oh.
Yeah, he's still with New Orleans.
Yeah, no, trust me, the Suns were linked to him, and I was just like, fuck no.
Ooh. Zion Phoenix.
Asian food was the worst place for Zion Williams to go. That's some hearty food. All right, let's go.
Let's go to the ride or die in 5. Last week, let's see what we did last week. All right. Most of us went 3-1. I was the only person to go 2-2. Thanks, I think it was Ghana that I went out on a limb for.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
And it almost worked. It almost worked. Bastards.
I like how June laughing at you like he's a soccer aficionado. Yeah. He's as novice as I am.
You didn't know that June he's the biggest soccer brain we've got.
Whenever my pick goes against Nestor and G Money, I feel like I'm wrong. But other than that, I feel pretty smart if I'm against anybody else. If Nestor and G Money are on the same page, and I pick a game against them, I'm like, that's an L. That's an L.
G Money did hit his lock. June did hit his lock. So props to them. Props to all you guys.
I'm glad I didn't hit my lock.
I don't even remember what my lock was supposed to be. I didn't have one.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't actually pick one. Yeah.
Yeah. G and I didn't pick locks. Wait, no.
I did.
He put his in the chat after the fact.
Oh, he put it in. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm like, oh, that's right. We're supposed to do locks.
I forgot we made our picks in front of the Bellagio last week, like fucking kings.
That was a great video. It was the halftime video. It was your guys' picks, and
awesome.
Yeah,
G
we
Money
actually
was having a time.
Oh my God.
G Money was enjoying his vacation. I mean, you both were, but G Money was really enjoying.
My
his
favorite
vacation.
part was when they faded Colombia.
I was like, what?
All right. Let's actually pick some of these. So tomorrow night, we've got Portugal versus Croatia. This one is at 7 Eastern time. Frank, you being the guest, we're going to let you pick first here, sir.
I'm taking Croatia.
Croatia it is.
And I think they win 2-0.
Oh. Frank, tell me how you really feel. All right, G Money.
Yeah, I'm taking Croatia too. Portugal just does not look that good. And yeah, you watch them and you're like, man, you know, no, just lucky they're in a group that they were in to advance. Give me Croatia.
2 for Croatia. Quick, Brooklyn Glaze, I see your comment in the chat. We'll get to you in just a second here once we get to this match. I'm going to go... You know what? I'll take one on the chin here. Give me Portugal because I know what this does. And we need to get them up out of here. So give me Portugal to win this one. And, yeah, June.
Well, I'm going Portugal. I think Portugal pulls this match out.
2 on 2 so far. Malin.
See, this is where I'm about to get fucked because when G Money took Croatia, I was trying to read Nestor's face.
He's looking for a tell.
But he didn't give it away. It's not like he's good at poker, but he made a reaction.
We don't know that.
To G Money's pick, he made a reaction to it, but I couldn't tell what the reaction was for. So that makes me nervous because I was gonna go Portugal, but then G Money said Croatia, so now I have a 7-inch grip on a 9-inch, shitter here. I'm getting a little nervous. Dexter, don't look at me like that. I don't. You get back here. I'm sweating now all of a sudden. All right, I'm gonna go Portugal because I was thinking Portugal. I was going to go Portugal, so I'm going to go Portugal. God damn it. If it's me, you and June against G Money and Esther and Frank, then that's a loss. So
You don't got to say it like that. We don't know that.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Right.
I don't have a lot of faith. I don't know what you want from me.
Nestor, why is Ronaldo winning this for his nation?
Well, if they win it, it won't be because of him. It'll be because they learned to not use him as much. The face was because I was hoping we would all pick Portugal, so they lose. But we're a little split now, so I don't know. I'm torn a little bit because Croatia has been playing, in my opinion, better. But when Portugal just realizes that they have a talented squad and they just play less with Ronaldo, man, they're dangerous. I'm going to do this because I know this is going to have an effect. And also with my lock. So I'm going to go with Portugal to win this one. And I think they're going to play well, so...
See, now all of a sudden I don't even like that because he's picking Portugal because he wants them to lose.
Put your 401 camp.
And Nestor's right, when Ronaldo's on the field, Portugal doesn't play well, and I don't think they're going to bench him. I think he's going to start and he's going to play the full match unless he gets injured.
Didn't their second game they win 2-0 and Ronaldo scored both the goals? Wasn't that their second match? I'm pretty sure they won 2-0 and he scored both the goals. Like
he quieted everybody that one match. Yeah.
He scored 2 goals in one match. They won 2-0. And I don't know who they played. You might as well look it up and he's going to shit on the team they played. I know that's exactly what he's doing. I can't read Nestor's tells. I can read G Money's tells. I know exactly what he's doing. He's going to figure out what team it was. And he's going to tell us why it was easy for Ronaldo to get those goals.
That man said, "I'm back," and then he did nothing against Colombia.
And then he went away again. Brooklyn Glaze, I did not forget about you. Now, folks, Brooklyn Glaze is reminding us that the Brooklyn Nets are indeed still an NBA franchise. His question is, do you think Brooklyn could get Trey Murphy for Noah Clowney, Terrence Mann, and 2 first-rounders? Oh, Brooklyn Glaze, you are a true fan. If the Nets' biggest highlight is to trade away all those guys for Trey Murphy, that I think goes to show where the Nets currently are. I'm sure they could. I don't see why the Nets or why the Pelicans wouldn't do that. But
Also,
just named sound like people that are on like the Harvard rowing team. I have no idea who the fuck they are.
They need something to root for over there in Brooklyn, man. That is
I forgot
rough.
if Brooklyn was an NBA team just as much as I forgot New Orleans had an NBA team for a second.
I think if they combine their rosters, they've got a G League squad.
And if Charlotte didn't have those fire jerseys from the 90s, I'd have forgot about them too.
That's okay.
And they
They
went away
forget
for a
about
while.
themselves.
Don't forget the actual Charlotte team is actually in New Orleans.
Yeah, you know, if you put them both together, you still have a bad team.
He says, I've gained the knowledge of the Nets organization over the years. God bless you, sir, or ma'am. I hope you get Trigger Trey Murphy. I'm sure that would be nice. So, Godspeed. All right, next match. We are on Australia versus Egypt on Friday afternoon. G Money, what do you like here?
Well, not the Roos, that's for sure. I'm going with Egypt. I'm
Now, see, I
I'm
don't
not
like,
sold on Australia. Not sold on them at all.
You started. Wait, did you start with Frank last time?
Yes.
They did.
I thought you were starting with G Money twice, and I was like, I need one of these picks to where I'm after both Nestor and G Money. And I thought you were kind of fucking me up, man. You're just going
I mean,
all the time there. I apologize. Continue with your eloquent reason why Egypt is going to win. I apologize. I'm fucking up here.
because they're a better team.
Well said.
They are a better team than Australia.
All right, G Money Egypt. I'm going to Egypt. June.
Give me the Pharaohs. Give me Egypt.
Malin.
Can I ask a quick question before I give this pick? Aren't you not allowed to tie the knockout stage?
No.
No,
You are not.
It's called the
You're not
knockout
allowed to
thing.
tie, right?
Yeah,
So-
you got to play until you.
So somebody wins.
Why can I get plus 180 on Hard Rock right now for a tie in this match? That
Well, you
makes
can-
Is that like a tie in regulation,
tie in
or an
regulation.
extended or extended
That
time
must
before they
be
go
what it
to a penalty
Must be
kicks?
what it is. Because there's a
It's
tie
Either
on
that.
I don't bet on soccer much. That's why I was asking. Because I was like, wait a minute, why is this?
I wouldn't have guessed that.
yeah.
either.
I mean,
You know why I don't like this pick, Jalen, is because both of them are plus on Hard Rock. You'd Australia plus 240 and Egypt at plus 150. I don't understand what there's normally one in the negative and one in the plus. I don't fuck soccer sometimes, man.
They're like, neither one of these teams should win this game.
Oh.
Pissing me off. I want to pick Australia just on the fact that I think it'd be really crazy if 3 teams from America's group made it to the group of 16. I think it would just make it that much cooler. As you got Paraguay and Australia there, if Australia were to win. But I do think that Egypt is the better team. I'm going to go against my heart and what I want to happen, and I'm going to go ahead and take Egypt. At plus 150, which is fucking crazy.
I love that. That's like,
I love
come
that.
on.
Australia's plus 240, and Egypt is plus 150. What are we?
Oh, God.
well, you can't help but make money on that bet.
I know.
I should bet both of them.
Yeah. You really should. Fuck.
Yeah, because I
Plus
mean,
money.
you'll either.
Oh my god.
Nestor.
Yeah, this was probably the most. Yeah, probably the most difficult one. I want to stick to my guns of what I thought originally. Even though Egypt is like looks great on paper, every now and then they just play like shit. Consistent basis. Besides Salah, who I don't know if he's gonna play or not. I imagine he would, but they just sometimes they don't play good, and I've seen at moments better stuff from Australia. So I'm gonna go with the Aussies on this one.
Just throws a wrench into everyone's system right there. Frank.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just like Nesser mentioned, it's like Egypt is super dependent on, how Salah plays, but that's exactly why I'm taking Egypt. They're gonna come up. They're gonna win 1-0.
Oh boy. All right. Well, there's our first island of the night. Didn't take very long. All right. Next game, Friday evening. We've got Argentina versus Cape Verde. Anybody taking? Is everyone taking Argentina?
Well, let me just say this. I'm picking Argentina, but I'm putting money down on Cape Verde.
I'm terrified of Cape Verde.
Okay? Because I gotta tell you this, Jalen, I'm looking harder on it right now. If you made a $10 bet on Argentina, you win $11.54.
Yeah.
If you put a $10 bet down on Cape Verde, you win $185.
There we go.
So I
jinx.
feel like Argentina is going to
There
win.
you go, Nestor.
I'm putting $3,000.
I feel like
We'll find your house.
I'm gonna pick Argentina, but I'm gonna throw $10 out into the wind on some crazy ass shit to happen and possibly win $185 because
That's
right
the
now
wave.
Cape Verde is plus 1,750 is what they're. Argentina is minus 650. I'm not used to soccer bets, but that seems pretty fucking crazy because I've never seen that in the NFL. So
That is outrageous.
yeah, so I'm gonna put
Outrageous.
$10 down on Cape Verde, but I think Argentina's winning that one.
Nestor, is it Cape Verde or Cape Verde?
I've heard
I've heard both by
in
announcers.
Spanish. Yeah, in Spanish they'll be saying Verde, Cabo Verde. But I've heard too Cape Verde. I guess we have to ask them how they say it.
So let's call them up.
We'll need to get someone from there on the horn.
Call the embassy. Probably got an embassy there.
So we all are taking Argentina.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, I was
We're
about
all-
to say G Money hadn't even indicated anything until he did that little mob boss nod. He did a little Godfather nod at the very end. He was very quiet. He was making me nervous.
Friday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we've got Colombia versus Ghana. June.
Colombia, sir. Okay.
I love that confidence.
Malin.
This is another one of those. I'm gonna say Colombia on the show, but I'm not putting my money there just because $10 could possibly win me $75 if Ghana were to win. So I'm gonna throw another $10 on Ghana. But I feel like Colombia's gonna win. But again, I just won some money. I got a little bit of money to throw around here.
Play those long shots, man. Play those long shots. Yeah, they hit and then
long shots in World Cup. You never know what's gonna happen. Oh, so I'm gonna throw 10 on Ghana, but I think Colombia's gonna win.
All right. Money is moving. Nestor.
Yeah, I do think Colombia is the better team. Not by a lot. Ghana's still good enough to give them a little bit of a competitive game, but I'm always going to pick Colombia because I know what this does, so. I'm betting money on Colombia.
There's a lot of spite picks tonight, and I'm here for all of them. Frank.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm taking Ghana.
Ghana, okay. That just threw me a curveball.
Frank, I hope you're so right.
You did throw a curveball in here.
Jalen, I know that we, wait, how many are we doing?
We've got one more after this, I think. Yeah, Canada, Morocco's after this.
I say we
It's
go
like
ahead and pick them all, man. Why don't we go ahead and pick Paraguay, France, Brazil, Norway, Mexico, England, and U.S., Belgium?
that's a lot of picks.
9.
That's a lot of picks.
I hope Frank goes 5-0.
Oh, there. You're right there. Oh, we get to pick these people next week. I don't know what's happening.
They'll probably be picking France next week.
Y'all scared. All right, I get it. June is scared.
I'm down. It's up to the rest of you guys if you want to do that.
All right, let's pick them.
I just say we pick all the rest that are there. We don't have to give a whole lot of reason on why, but I mean, I think it would be a shame if we didn't pick Mexico, England, and U.S., Belgium. I think.
I need to balance out my hate picks, so I'm down.
All right, keep going.
It's good. Malin's practicing good mental health here. I like it. G-Money. We're still on
Colombia.
Colombia or Ghana.
Yeah, Colombia.
Okay. So Frank's the only one going out on the limb known as Ghana. Okay. All right, Canada and Morocco on Saturday. We are on Nestor. Or we're on Malin.
Give me. I'm supposed to go first. Okay. Now, I think it's just poetic justice that it lands on me. On Canada and Morocco.
Oh, God.
Fuck them maple syrup drinking. I'm going Morocco. I hope they take some chickpeas and shove it up Canada's ass. Well, Morocco. No.
Well, there's no confusion there. Nestor.
Two things. Morocco's actually a really good team. I think better than Brazil. I think they could give France a good game if they were to get that far. They eliminated Portugal last World Cup. They're good. And Canada has been getting lucky. And there's a few, like 2-3 teams that I think they're in for reckoning in one of these rounds. One of them is definitely Canada. So definitely give me Morocco.
Also, Canada needs to be the first of the 3 host countries to fall. Out of the U.S. and Mexico, and then Canada needs to be the first one to fall. It's only right.
Right.
Frank.
Morocco.
G-Money.
Morocco.
I am also going Morocco. June.
We are 6 for 6.
All right. I think that's that and Argentina are the 2 that we are all agreeing on.
Fucking big ass leaves.
All right, let's go France and Paraguay. I mean, is anybody picking Paraguay here?
I love we're all picking France.
I'm taking France.
Right.
We all said they were the best team.
We're like, actually, I'm going to go Paraguay here.
You know, but I am gonna put. Hey, I'm gonna throw $10 on Paraguay though
There
because
you
they're
go.
plus 1,752.
I feel like out of all of these, one of them has to hit. Like logically,
One of them
upset has to come
hit
through.
Out of all these, I'm doing-
I love how we're doing. Me and Malin would be doing like the opposite parlay. I'd be picking all these teams, hoping they lose. France, Colombia, and Portugal.
And I
One
know
of them
we're
has to
about to
lose.
do. I know we're about to do Brazil and Norway, but I gotta tell you guys, it pisses me off. That in Mexico, England, and USA, Belgium, all four
Damn.
plus. I'm getting negative on none of them. Assholes. All right, Brazil, Norway, let's go.
Means you can't lose money.
I know. I'm gonna put money down on both.
Brazil, Norway, we are on Nestor.
This one's difficult because I feel, man, I love Norway. I love that team. Energy, Holland. My heart is telling me Norway. But something's telling me that Brazil's gonna get lucky. They're just not a good team, but they're getting lucky. Rafinha's gonna. No, Rafinha's gonna be back. Damn. This was tough. Damn, this was really tough.
Put you on the spot here.
Damn.
Jesus.
Give me Norway. Screw it. Give me Norway. Get it done.
All right, Norway. Frank.
Norway.
Oh. G Money.
I'm gonna go Brazil.
Brazil.
I am also gonna go Brazil here. I don't have too much of an explanation here. It's hard for me to fathom Norway going further than Brazil in this tournament, but we'll see what happens. June.
Brazil. Give me Brazil.
All right, Malin.
Sorry, I was making bets. Who's picked what? So?
Ah, see? There we go. We all picked teams that you've never heard of because you were picking bets.
G Money's on Brazil. Nestor's on Norway.
Son of a bitch. Why you guys gotta do this to me?
Oh Jesus! I tried to put a $10 bet on this. I actually put in an extra couple of zeros. I was like, that's insufficient balance.
I'm actually gonna go Norway on this one. I think Brazil is good but not great. I think they've been getting worse. I think Norway's been playing strong, so I'm gonna go ahead and take Norway. And I did just put a lot of fucking money down on these bets. So goddamn.
All right. That one, we're 50-50 on that one. All right. USA versus Belgium. Is anyone taking Belgium? So help me God.
Fuck Belgium.
Yeah, I'm going to take Belgium.
Gary's going to take Belgium. I knew he would.
Hey, a red card's going to hurt. That red card's going to hurt the United States.
The goddamn U.S. Marine on the show.
I know. The irony.
That's going to hurt them.
That's
going to hurt them.
He's hate watching.
Well, I put money down on both, so I can't lose. But I did put a little bit more down on the U.S. one. So I did bet both sides.
All right, we've still got Mexico and England.
I'm going England. on England. I think Kane is on a run to make himself heard as stop disrespecting me when it comes to the greats. Because he's an England great. But I think when they beat Mexico and they go into the quarterfinals, and it's because Kane kicks a couple of goals, he's going to become a World Cup great, which is where I think he belongs.
Oof. I don't know. This one is tough. England, in the bright lights, they can be a bit starstruck. And this one being in Mexico, this game is going to be bananas. I'm taking Mexico. Give me the home team here. Today, England, they kind of scared me, but obviously Harry Kane came through. But England's weird. England's weird in these spots.
I don't know. I think if you're a country that can set fire to the White House, you can beat Mexicans in Mexico.
Somebody stop him.
I have no comment.
Fucking stop him right now.
June, who are you picking?
I'm definitely picking Mexico on this one.
What? You
Aye,
traitorous.
What the fuck would I pick England?
God damn, I thought you were from Texas.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't remember the goddamn Alamo? What the fuck are we doing?
I also remember 1776. No, actually, I also remember 1492. I remember 1492.
Throwback.
Okay.
Remember that?
Let's run it back.
When they came to Africa, they stole all the Africans, okay?
This is before LeBron was in Miami.
Just because your strawberries are cheaper because we have illegal labor from Mexico right now doesn't mean they need to pick them to win this game.
Oh my God! Please stop him.
Our strawberries not cheap. No, they
would
are.
like to pick next?
Yeah, we got so many illegals in Plant City right now.
Somebody else pick it. He ain't gonna stop.
Ice about to roll up. Strawberries about to be $17.
Somebody else, please go.
Oh,
Somebody else.
Frank, who do you pick
I'm gonna
here?
go with.
I mean, the way Mexico's been playing, especially on their defensive half, I gotta go Mexico. I think England's just too reliant on Harry Kane.
You traitorous bastards. I mean, does nobody remember
Viva
that England
Mexico.
and America is allies?
I'd
Not
say
this
to
year,
hell with
we're not.
both of them.
Normandy
We're not allies with this year with them.
stormed the beach of Normandy together. You assholes.
They bowled the op this year.
Mexico.
Yeah, they the opposite.
Christ.
So it's
There's a-
1776.
There's a
Y'all-
potential that I'll go 2-8 on this ride or die because I'm choosing with hate. So
Hey, go for it, man.
So Mexico's another team that I feel like should not be getting too far into the tournament. Reason being, the U.S. has been whooping for the past 4 years. And I feel like they really didn't make any changes to their team that's like really insane. They've just been playing in Mexico. And they've gotten some decent, games. Their first difficult game was Ecuador, and Ecuador looked like they were threatened by the cartel. So I'm going to go ahead and choose, just because it's in Mexico, and just because maybe I'll be wrong on this one, give me Mexico.
Viva Mexico.
More hate picks.
Come on, Gary.
G Money.
I don't have one.
Aye.
So having watched both England play today, even though it was from a pirated cell phone from like in space somewhere, it was freaking hard as hell. But and actually watching Mexico on a real TV when they played Ecuador.
There's no way.
And Mexico has not lost a match at Azteca Stadium since 2013.
G-Money Stadium.
You're pulling a Nestor. There's no way you're not picking
I mean,
he didn't pick the USA.
And Mexico looked really good against Ecuador. The first half, offensively, they were brilliant, and then the second half, they just played defense and wouldn't let Ecuador score. And then it got so bad that Ecuador was basically telling Mexican players that mamas were whores.
In half.
They might win it all.
Of the three Lions.
They could. I mean, I look at this.
The gear of the team.
I watched England lose the European Championship. You know,
sure did.
Really disappointing in that. I was in Vegas when they did that too.
Rashford, do you remember Rashford?
Try not to.
Have Harry Kane? Does Mexico have Harry Kane? No, they don't.
Yeah,
England still
but
has big nose Rashford.
they have a better goalie though.
There's no way in hell you're picking against your own nation.
I picked against the United States.
Yeah,
in there.
That was fucking crazy.
I mean, my heart will be for England, but my brain says Mexico. They're playing at Azteca. They haven't lost this since 2013. England isn't good when they're playing the championships not on their own soil.
You told me before this tournament even happened that England was one of the favorites to win.
They are. So
you're picking them to lose in the group of
so was the Netherlands. They were actually the favorite to win. Where are they now? Yeah, back in the Netherlands. Yeah.
I'm always Germany.
Yeah.
You talk no, but hold on. You talk so much shit about United States soccer being inferior to England. And
it
England
is
better, and
it is.
Favorite, yet you're
it
thinking
is.
both going to
it
get
is.
out in the same round.
Yes.
Facts.
Thank you. Now you get that. Now you. Why doesn't it make sense?
Put 20 grand on Mexico.
Oh my god.
I mean, you just put $1,000 on Mexico.
Make sure I'll Portugal and Colombia.
I'll be watching the match and I'll be cheering and hoping that I'm really wrong, and I'll take the L and I'll wear the L. But and that's my heart wanting to win. But we're playing ride and die in 5. We're not playing, hey, how does your heart feel? We're not playing touch.
But you're telling me that you think Mexico is better than England.
I think playing where they're playing at what is it, like 9,000 feet in that temperature? Yeah. I mean, that's like
This is a far cry from you telling me they were a favorite to win.
They were one of the 5 favorites to win.
Mexico is probably the other.
If they were all winning, they were going to end up playing Mexico in Mexico. That's how it was going to break down. But you were telling me that they were a team that could go to the semis.
They
All
could.
that matters is that Malin is the only one.
But that was before the tournament, and when you watch teams play, just like basketball, my friend, if your Boston Celtics stink it up, you're not picking them to win the championship when you see them stink it up in the first round, and then the second round they get bounced. You're like, no, I'm picking Philly. My heart's with Boston. I want them to play, but
Well, maybe a miracle will happen.
Yeah. Isn't that commercial? Maybe miracles can happen, but my head says Mexico playing at home, and England's traveling. And here's the other thing: Mexico also has an extra day of rest on top of all of that.
The extra day of rest.
When
We have
England wins, I don't want to hear shit from any of you.
Oh, when
That's
England
fair.
wins, you'll hear a lot of shit from me. I will be singing "God Save the King." I will be doing that. No,
Go to a fucking party.
like that's right.
You can't pick a team to lose
I'll be-
and celebrate the
Yes.
win.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
And I'll be eating beans on toast and having bangers.
Which is disgusting.
Yes.
And I don't
Yes.
give a
I'll be
damn.
doing that. And after every bite, I'll start singing "God Save the King."
Oh man, for a split second I forgot we had a king, not a queen. Oh my god.
Don't we have one more? We have Switzerland and
Oh,
Algeria tomorrow.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, Switzerland. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so. Wait, who?
Switzerland.
Switzerland and Algeria.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah,
did
the neutral.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Swiss on that one.
I take the Swiss too.
Swiss it up.
Swiss cheese.
Switzerland. Give me Switzerland.
Yeah, give me Algeria. Because I'm not impressed with Switzerland either.
This is the craziest fucking ride or die I've ever.
I'm gonna roll with Algeria.
Probably a
I'm surprised you didn't pick Cape Verde too.
I can't believe E-Money went against the U.S. and England in the same ride or die. That is
Frank,
such
who is your
different
pick here?
What?
Who's your pick, Frank?
Oh, Swiss cheese.
He's taking
Oh, you're
the
also going Swiss. Okay.
Hey, you know, Swiss is good on a Reuben. And Germany's already
Yeah,
out.
it is.
Look at Swiss are going.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm taking Swiss. Yeah, right.
So the only person taking Algeria is G Money. Okay.
This is crazy. He's crazy for
Time.
someone. First of all, he was crazy a month ago when he thought I was going to be able to read what the fuck that said on his shirt. That in and of itself was fucking wild. I am not even picking neither country he's from. Right or not. God damn.
He said, "If I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is." So
He's not
All right.
putting money on these matches.
well,
He's not going to the Emerald
virtually.
Queen.
Let's go to the locks.
Oh, we still got.
Shit, I don't have a.
I got a lock. I got a lock.
I got one too.
I got a lock. I'll put money on this, actually.
Go ahead.
Parlay.
Esther.
3-game parlay. Colombia wins. Portugal wins. France wins. I just saved the world. You're welcome.
Wait, what is it?
Colombia win. Portugal win. France win.
Alright, I'm going to put money on that. Portugal, France, Colombia.
One that makes the
I'm
face
going to
off.
win like 10 cents.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably some stupid return.
Yeah, but I've got some crazy bets out here, so even if I get a little stupid return, I'll feel good about it. I'll win $3.18 if I make this bet.
There you go. It's
I'm picking-
$3 you didn't have. June, go ahead.
Major League Baseball, the Rangers versus the Cleveland Guardians.
Indian.
Stupid name. The over/under is 8. Give me the over.
Is this tomorrow?
This is tomorrow, yes sir.
Over 8 runs on July 2nd. Got it.
I got my lock.
Go ahead.
Breaking news. Hey, breaking news for a second. DeAndre Ayton has requested a trade from the Lakers.
I thought you said this is breaking news.
DeAndre Ayton. I forgot he was
He's going to be dominating that those threes.
New Orleans.
Dominating.
Hey, you know what? DeAndre Ayton is a racist because
You
he
should have
doesn't
pressed the wheelchair.
white guys. Like, that's racist. That's
Plenty of
racist.
letdown.
That's a black man that doesn't want to be the fourth best player on his team to 3 other white people. That's racist. That's why he wants to trade.
Who's the third one?
Oh, they traded for him. God damn it, what's his name?
Kessler? Are you talking Kessler?
Yeah, Kessler's better than Aiden.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
When he's healthy. When he's healthy.
Aiden's just a racist. He's like, man, I can't be the fourth best player on a team with 3 white guys that are better than me. All right, my lock. U.S. and England to win. That's my lock.
Wow. Wow.
Doubling down.
Frank, do you have a lock?
Oh, yeah. My lock is Croatia over Portugal because Ronaldo tends to fold in big moments.
I hope you're right.
Lock it in. I'm going a little 2-pick parlay here. Is one WNBA? Yes. Does it involve the New York Liberty again? Absolutely not. They are banned. We'll not be picking them ever again. Don't care who they're playing. Give me them and the Indiana Fever are both on the list of bans. Give me Sonia Cintron tomorrow night to hang at least 25 points on Atlanta, and give me Messi to score on whatever day that is.
Oh shit.
On Friday. Yeah, that's my 2-pick parlay for y'all. That's my lock. Let's go Messi. Let's go Sonia. G-Money, do you have a lock?
Yeah. My luck is Mbappe scores a goal against Portugal. Not Portugal, against what shitty team are they playing again? Paraguay. Yeah. I was looking at my handwriting and I'm like, God damn, that's bad handwriting. Paraguay looks like Portugal. So yeah, Mbappe scores a goal against Portugal. Maybe. I mean, against Paraguay. See, same thing. Same thing. I don't
know how this show turned into a midnight show.
Well,
I don't know how I ended up being the one defending England. How the fuck is that?
It would have been even funny if you would have had Ken.
All right, folks, that is going to do it for this show. This is a mega episode. There was a lot talked about here. If y'all are interested, again, like I said at the top of the show, be sure to follow June on TikTok. Be sure to follow Frank on TikTok. Both are linked down in the description below. Next time you guys will be seeing Frank, exactly a month from now, we'll be breaking down the NFC West, of course. That will be a great show.
Oh, yeah.
Seahawks number 1.
Be sure to tune in on the 1st of August for that one. And be sure to tune in next week when we start our division breakdowns with the AFC West next week. So, Frank, thank you so much for taking the time out of your week again to come talk nonsense with us.
Always love to be here. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We will talk to you all next week. Have a good one. Peace out.
Peace.